RHS is a brand new concussion protocol for all sports.
The art club is teaching elementary students how to draw.
AP Bio is bouncing back from a rough year. We'll be taking a look on how the class is improving. All this and more on all new TigerCast News, October 16, 2015.
From Eye of the Tiger, this is TigerCast News. Broadcasting from Studio 403 at Roseville High School.
Good morning. Welcome to an all-new TigerCast News. I'm Austin Daly.
And I'm Billy Menard.
New safety rules have been placed for high school football teams. We go to Claire McCaig for the story.
As sports concussions have become more prevalent in the news, Roseville High School has been paying closer attention to the issue.
In a concussion, we're worried about something associated with what's called traumatic brain injury, and it can have long-lasting effects. Before, we just looked at the hard symptoms, whether they were knocked out or whether they had blurred vision. Now we pay attention to the symptoms that are finer but have much more have to do with the resolution of the concussion and any possible problems.
A new set of rules has been placed to help minimize injuries.
CIF rules, once you're diagnosed with a concussion, you're automatically out 1 week. Contact days are nice. It gives you a day to not hurt your head or prevents you from getting hurt. It also makes contact days more of a challenge and more upbeat and fun. So I've had a concussion since not last Friday, but the Friday before.
Injured football players have to undergo light training until they are ready for the normal practices.
You can start light aerobic activity, and each day you just add a little bit more into the practice. One stage cannot be skipped, and then before you're cleared for any type of contact sport, you need to go back and see the doctor again. I think taking any type of precautions when it comes to head injuries and concussions is vital. It's for the safety of our athletes, and yes, they're wanting to get back on the field quickly, but at the same time, they're still young and their brains are developing, and we need to have their best interests in hand, not just on the field, but off of it as well.
The new rules aim to help protect students and allow them to recover.
The art club is teaching elementary students how to draw. Dan Hill has more on the story.
The RHS Art Club has been taking trips to elementary schools to teach the children how to draw and will continue to do so.
Yeah, the art club is taking field trips. We're actually more like doing some community service work.
Art club members are in charge of planning the lessons and going to teach the children how to draw various animals.
We're going to be teaching little kids how to draw endangered animals. The art club students have chosen a sea turtle as their subject.
Not only do the club members get to display their work, but the experience reflects well on college applications.
We'll shoot pictures of each one, and then we will get permission from parents, and when we get the permission, we will upload the images onto a website that we've developed. It's called Art for Endangered Animals. It's a good thing to add to college applications too. Yeah. That's one of the things I think that's really helpful for the kids. Not only did the high school kids have a really fun time, but they also have something that's a community service that they can write about.
If you are interested in joining the art club, please contact Mrs. Henry.
Last year, fewer than 10 students took the AP Bio test. Ms. Durham has been hard at work since then to improve the overall class experience. We go to Reese Wisner with the story.
As the year goes on, Ms. Durham is exploring ways to improve the class learning experience. She runs through the general plan for the year and hopes that the students will be able to learn more at a faster pace.
So this year we've made some changes, and we're getting through the curriculum at a faster pace, and we've done a lot of activities that supplement the concepts. We've been doing populations, and we did our tree count.
Compared to last year, Durham feels as though the students will be better prepared.
The kids definitely will be better prepared for the AP exam. We'll have covered more material than we got through the first time around.
Michelle Ma, a student in the class, believes that the class is on the right track.
I feel that we are learning a lot in the class, but it's kind of going slower than one of my other AP classes. But I feel like we are being prepared to pass the course.
Ms. Durham says she has plenty of fun and interesting things that she's looking forward to do in the future for her class.
We now go over to Josh Carson and Jason Russell with sports.
Hello and welcome to TCSN. I'm Josh Carson alongside Jason Russell. We have a special edition of TigerCast Sports Network this week for you.
That's right, Josh. We have our top 10 plays of September. Now, I'd like to point out before we get started that these are our top 10 plays that we got from our personal live streams. So we know and understand that we may have missed a few games because we didn't live stream them, but these are our plays that we got from our live stream. So this is your top 10 plays of September.
And here we go, kicking off the top 10 plays of September. Right here on TCSN, play number 10, Josh Clark, 38 yards down the left sideline, pulls it in traffic. Roseville sporting the orange unis, playing out there against River Valley. A beautiful play to kick us off.
It was. At number 9, we have volleyball. Jessica Donahue coming up with a big-time block against Bella Vista. Bella Vista is going to try to get something out of this play, but Jessica Donahue says, no thank you, and the fans obviously loved it.
An exciting play like that is definitely electric and gets the crowd going every single time. Play number 8, Donahue. Expect to see her later in our top 10 as well.
Yeah, she will make another appearance. She's been having a really productive month of September.
Looks to keep that going. Here's a highlighted play right here.
We're going to show you that again in slow motion just to show you how hard she hit that and how athletic of a play that really was. At number 7, we have Ben Zonheiser's 80-yard touchdown run. And Josh, this is an impressive play, but what's most impressive is that as Ben comes around the left-hand side, he and this referee are going to cross the 40-yard line at the same time, and then Ben's going to beat him by another 10 yards. And that just shows how fast Ben Zonheiser really is.
Zonheiser's speed not only leaving the other team, but also the ref in the dust for a Roseville touchdown. Play number 6, also a Roseville touchdown this time. Pass to Josh Clark, heavily guarded, but pulls it in.
Yeah,
backside corner of the end zone.
Yeah, he got hammered at the end of that. At number 5, we have Jimmy Jagger's overtime 2-point conversion catch. Really impressive play, but what's most important about this play is that this kept Roseville in the game against Del Campo.
This led to triple overtime. Roseville looking for Jaggers to step up, and he definitely did right there. Donahue in at number 4 for her 3rd time. Big time play, corner spike.
Yeah, great play again by Donahue. At number 3, we have Jay Rosano's one-handed catch. You see as he crosses the 50 right here. Nice grab, and he ends up getting the first down.
His skill caused him to pull that one in. He said, hey, look right here. I'm going to reach out my left arm and pull this one right in and go get that first. Rosano. Big-time players make big-time plays, and that's him right there. Number 2, this is Lacey Reachman, turnaround corner shot. We're getting some water polo in here.
Yeah, I mean, water polo is – I have so much respect for water polo players. They are extreme athletes.
Yeah, this is a beautiful play right here. Watch the upper corner. Bam!
Nice shot, nice shot. Another slow motion play, but it deserves slow motion. Great play. Finally, at number 1, we have Blake Rayback's touchdown run. And honestly, I mean,
you can't beat this.
No, you can't. I mean, I almost have no words for this.
Get off me. Just get off me. Here he goes. Shed a tackler all the way. Let me take this one past the pylon.
Those were some amazing plays made by some amazing athletes. Look forward to our other top 10 plays coming up in the future.
And that's it on your home for Roseville High School Sports. Top plays, breakdowns, and more. TigerCast Sports Network, TCSN. Now over to Austin Collins with entertainment.
Thanks, Josh. Pan was released last Friday. The film tells the story of how a young Peter Pan first discovered Neverland. And, well, it's not very good. The plot's nothing special and is sure to be forgotten as soon as you leave the theater. The acting in this movie is the most entertaining part, and not in a good way. Levi Miller, who plays Peter Pan, does an okay job, but nothing spectacular. Hugh Jackman gives a solid performance, but even this respectable star power isn't enough to save this movie. It's Garrett Hedlund's portrayal of young Captain Hook that literally had me in tears of laughter. It's performances like this that make me wonder how these people even became actors. The plot felt like it took minutes to drum up, and the acting was laugh-worthy. It's a fun little homage to the world of Disney's Peter Pan, but I wouldn't recommend watching this film unless you really are into Disney, or if Bae wants to watch it. This is why I'm giving Pan 2 out of 5 stars. The beta for Star Wars Battlefront ended this Tuesday. I got a chance to play through it to determine if it lives up to my fairly high standards for both video games and Star Wars.
Enemy bomber has locked onto our walker.
Star Wars Battlefront is EA's most played beta, at over 9 million gamers worldwide trying out the intergalactic shooter. It's truly a sight to behold, blasting away at rebel scum on the icy surface of Hoth as a TIE fighter whizzes by, engaging in a dogfight with an opposing X-Wing. It's moments like this that had my jaw ajar during the first 30 minutes or so. But I had to set my fanboy bias aside and ask myself, if this wasn't Star Wars, would this be a good game? The answer to that is, As far as innovation goes, Battlefront doesn't really do anything that Battlefield wasn't doing years ago. In fact, the map seems slightly more linear than the large destructive war zones of Battlefield 3. Now, of course, this is a beta and should be treated as such. Only so much of the game's content is available for testing, but what I've seen so far has only captivated me due to the fact that it's freaking Star Wars. It's hard to say how quickly this game will get old. It retails as a fully fledged $60 game, and EA has announced a season pass for an additional $50. That's $110 just to experience all this game has to offer, which I fear will not be that much. Hopefully we'll stop seeing these mediocre games and movies whose only purpose is to capitalize on our childhood nostalgia. We now go back to Billy with more news.
Thanks, Austin. RHS Junior CJ Munoz is the guitarist of an up-and-coming rock band called National Lines.
Because of their love for music, CJ and his uncle started their band National Lines.
Band started in a house, my house, and inspiration was that I love music and my uncle loves music, so we made a band. And
National Lines performs their music live at bars and restaurants.
we've played at a couple bars and a place called the Assembly, and we got a gig coming up in November 18th. It's going to be at the Boardwalk.
Hoping to find fame, the band continues to make music and is releasing their album in January.
Album is coming out in January, and we release singles starting in November.
National Lines will be releasing their new singles this upcoming November.
This Halloween, everyone can help save lives around the world by donating to Trick or Treat for UNICEF. Key Club members are helping donate by carrying around small boxes for people to put their spare change in.
Project Eliminate is an international organization working with various volunteer groups to fundraise enough money to eliminate maternal neonatal tetanus in third world countries. It works through using various organizations like Kiwanis, which has smaller groups in middle schools and high schools like Builders Club and K Club. And Key Club. And generally it's a huge fundraiser that goes around each year during October called Trick or Treat for UNICEF, where they collect change which goes to the foundation. For every $1.80 they immunize one mother and protect her and all her future children.
To help save lives, donate your spare change to Trick or Treat for UNICEF.
That's it for us today on TigerCast News.
And remember, we're always on at iTheTigerNews.com. See you next time.